quantitative research approach and case study research design, non-probabilistic, sample techniques and purposes was used for the purpose of this study. And the districts, the cavalers, and the participants were selected purposefully. The criteria for these selections was the proneness for the area selections of the area, the district, and the cavalers, proneness to the conflict, and the knowledge for the selection of the participants, the knowledge about the issues of conflict in the areas, the main criteria for selecting the participants of data and data collection methods. As a source, both primary and secondary data sources were used, and as a primary participants, which includes elders, victims, officials, and residents were used, and as a secondary source, reports and other documents in the offices, existing literature, books, articles, journals were used. And as techniques to collect data, interviews, focus group discussions, observations, and document reviews were used. Accordingly, 17 key interview formats and 4 in-depth interviews and individuals were selected for focus group discussions. Data analysis methods. Thematic data analysis were used in the studies, which is grouping the similar data into the similar topics, and which forms used to form teams and to analyze accordingly. And the data was coded. This method is specifically used to its center or its centrality on the participants' opinion, and its flexibility, simplicity, and to analyze and evaluate broad data. And ethically, the researchers conducted research ethics throughout the studies and through introduction in science and research purposes. And all stakeholders requested for cooperation kindly, and for privacy data was coded. And in the results and the discussion parts, as a cause of how we are conflicts, as data, the gathered data indicates the main issues of the cause of Ethiopia conflicts was the resource competition, mainly the issue of land and areas, that checkpoints for collection of taxes. That's as the next one, eroding of indigenous institutions, mainly Gada and the Gulfi institutions. Gada was used by Itu clans, and the Gulfi used by Hawiya clans. And the issue of contrabands, the movement of contrabands in the area, uncontrollable movements of the weapons in the areas where the main cause and aggravating circumstance for the issues of Ethiopia conflicts, and cattle raids are also the fertile grounds that there's issues to its climate. Instead of food security in the Burundi border, which depends on pastoral and agro-pastoral livelihoods, they produce foods food grains such like sorghum, maize, nuts, and sweet potatoes, and cattle used for milk, beef, and sold to incomes, and also used as means of exchange for food grains. And per day jobs, also the incomes that come from per day jobs. And the final one, the incomes that occur from charcoals and wood collections are also used as a times of hardships. Factors affecting food security in the areas. The main one is the issue of conflict, which have the destructive winds. And the levels of infrastructure is relatively low in the areas in relation to the other neighboring districts. This depends on the recency of the establishment of the districts and some other. And the issue of security threats. The communities, due to security dilemmas in the areas, they used to expense their incomes on expensive weapons, which they have been used for food grains. This is also a factor that affecting food security in the areas mainly, and as a consequence of the conflict issue of death of householders are the ones that affecting food security in the area, because it affects the families and leaves the families alone by killing householders, and cattle rates are also here. Coping strategies for food insecurity in the areas. Coping strategies, the strategies that the community used to bypass or to minimize the risks of the conflicts in the areas. Grain and food